Hey guys, so today I'm going to be sharing something very exciting with you guys, and you can probably already guess what it's going to be, but it is the brand new Urban Decay Naked 2 palette. And this actually arrived at my doorstep on Saturday, but we were out of town for the weekend, and I was like freaking out because I got the email confirmation that it had been delivered and we weren't home, and I was like, oh my gosh! So last night when we got home, the box was waiting for me, and here is my brand new baby. And it is even more gorgeous in person than I was expecting, so I'm very excited to share this with you guys. I'm also going to be comparing it to the original Naked palette by Urban Decay, and I'll be showing you swatches, of course. So if you're interested in seeing everything, stay tuned. Alright guys, so we'll just start with the packaging. It does come delivered in a plastic casing like this. They have all of the colors listed on the back. So this is how you'll actually pick it up if you purchase it online or in store. And if you can hear that dog barking, that is our new neighbors from hell's wildebeest of a dog out on the balcony that they have not brought in, and he's been barking all day. If you follow me on Facebook, you already know all about that. So rant over, but just in case you hear him. So anyways, this is the packaging inside the plastic. And as you can see, it comes with your Urban Decay Naked 2 palette, and it also comes with a little mini lip junkie. And I'm not really sure on the color. It just says Naked. Maybe that is actually the color of the lip junkie, but I think it's really cute. I did apply it. It has a nice, like, sort of minty feeling, and it's just a nice natural color. So I do like the lip junkie. The only thing I would change about the packaging is that it's a squeeze tube. I would have preferred a doe foot applicator. That's just how I like to apply my lip glosses, but I'll just show you a really quick swatch. You can see it's sort of like a pearlescent, just really neutral color. Now we're getting down to the good stuff, the actual Naked 2 palette. And I will tell you guys that I was a lot more impressed with the packaging than I had originally thought. When I heard that it was sort of like a metal packaging, I was expecting it to be a really thin, cheapy metal, real clinkety-clankety, almost like an old school pencil case. But it's actually a lot nicer than that. It actually does click shut, so you're not just going to have it falling open. It clicks. So it's actually pretty sturdy, nice, heavy packaging. It's definitely heavier than the original Naked, but not a huge deal. It still fits into my train case just fine. So I'm going to try not to blind you guys, but it does come with this really great mirror, of course, full-size mirror. And these are all of the brand new colors. You can see it comes with 12 full-size Urban Decay shadows, and it also comes with a dual-ended Urban Decay Naked 2 eyeshadow brush. You can see that it has this one end that's more angled and tapered. You could use this to pack on your color. You could also use this to apply just a fine line of eyeshadow as an eyeliner. And it also comes with this really nice fluffy end, just to sort of blend or apply shadow in your crease if you have big eyes like me. So this is a nice, sturdy, good quality brush. I like that. And you can see that it has 12 absolutely gorgeous neutrals. And they are, from the left side of the palette over, they are Foxy, Booty Call, Tease, Suspect, Verve, Busted, Half Baked Again, that is the only duplicate from the original, Chopper, Snakebite, Pistol, YDK, and the last one is Blackout, which is a absolutely fabulous matte black. Let me just hold it up right here alongside the original Naked palette, just to try to show you guys a comparison. Now, I know that a lot of people have said that these palettes are way too similar, and that was one of the reasons that they weren't interested in purchasing. But as I look at these, I actually feel a little bit like the new Naked palette is far more cool toned, and the original palette is warmer. I also think that the original palette has a lot of darker shades than the brand new Naked palette. So maybe someone that's going for like a darker or smokier eye that likes that look more might want to go with the original. And someone who likes more like champagne-y, shimmery shades, more lighter, cooler tones would want to go with the new Naked palette, which is this one on the bottom. So these are the two compared. And I will post full pictures and swatches and my review also on my blog. Now this new palette does have 3 mattes. Foxy here on the far left. Tease, it sort of reminds me of Buck but cooler toned, is this really nice taupey matte color. And then all the way to the far right, Blackout is a fabulous matte black. So there are 3 mattes, and then the rest of them are shimmery or glittery. So quite a few shimmers in this palette. But it actually has one more matte than the original. The original only had let's see, Buck and Naked are the only completely matte colors on this palette. So if you're looking for a really great maybe matte black or matte highlight color, it has both of these on either side of this palette. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is swatch all of these colors for you guys. Okay, so the first color in the palette is this one right here, and that is Foxy, which is the really light highlight color, and it's sort of like, it almost has a real yellow tone to it. It's sort of like a vanilla. And I'm having a hard time getting it to transfer really to my hand. This is probably the least pigmented of all of the shadows in this palette, the Foxy. So I've transferred it to my hand, but it is so light and so lacking in the pigment department that you probably can't even see it. But like I said, it's just a really light matte vanilla. So the next color in the palette is Half Baked. And I know you guys have all seen this color. This is not a new color from Urban Decay, and this is also the only shadow that is a duplicate from the original. But this is a swatch of Half Baked, if you guys have not seen it, and you can tell that it is just an absolutely gorgeous, very richly pigmented, shimmery, sort of metallic gold, almost like a copper. It's a very rich, warm gold, so I love Half Baked. This palette is Booty Call. And you can tell that this is just another really light, shimmery champagne color, another great highlight. This sort of reminds me of Virgin from the original Naked palette. So that is what it looks like. Hopefully you guys can see it. It's another light color, so I'm not sure how well this is really showing up on my hand, but that is Booty Call. The next color in the palette is this color, and it is Chopper. And this is similar to Half Baked in that it is a shimmery metallic gold, but this is more of a cool toned gold. It has a little more of a rosy look to it. And there it is. That is Chopper. Color in this palette is Tease, and this is a more matte sort of taupe color. On my eyes, it almost gives a sort of just slightly purple color, almost like plummy, but it's just a nice taupey beige. And that is what Tease looks like. Gorgeous, definitely different. The next color in the palette is called Snakebite, and I'm actually wearing that in my crease today. I did an eye look, and I actually used, what did I use? I used Verve all over my entire lid, all the way up to the brow bone, and then in the crease I used Snakebite. In the very outer V, I used a little bit of Pistol. And I also lined my lower lash line with my El Dorado pencil, which I'm going to show you here in a little bit, which is a bonus when you order this palette. This is a really nice dark, it almost has a gold shimmer iridescence to it, but it's a nice dark sort of mocha brown. Really great crease color. I absolutely love it. So Snakebite, I'm loving. You hear that dog? The next color is lighter than Snakebite. It's another really great light brown, and it's shimmery, and it is called Suspect. It's just a gorgeous shimmery metallic light brown. Look at it on my finger. It's so pretty. It's another shimmer, and it is called Pistol. It's this color right here. You can see this has more gray, sort of cool undertones to it. It's a swatch of Pistol. Another really great color. It's almost like a nice metallic gunmetal, a little bit lighter than a gunmetal, but a gorgeous color, and I don't have any others like this in my collection, so really loving Pistol. Color is Verve, and this is another, I feel like I'm saying that they're all my favorites, but this is the one that I just said I used from my lash line all the way up to my eyebrow. It's a absolutely gorgeous, shimmery sort of champagne color, but it's more of a cool toned champagne. So hopefully you guys can see that. I have that all the way up to my brow bone. Actually reminds me of my Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill shadow. It's actually even a little more pigmented and shimmery than my Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill, and you know how expensive those are. So I would say this is a really good dupe. I can't even remember what number it was. I believe it was number 9, the color that I'm thinking of, but I'll have to go look at that and just double check with you guys. But this is definitely a dupe for one of my GA Eyes to Kill, and that is again Verve. Absolutely gorgeous light champagne color. Loving it. I just had to put that one on today because it just popped out to me. Verve is definitely one of the more shimmery colors in the palette. I love my shimmers. This next color is YDK, another really, really metallic shimmery color. It's going to be another Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill dupe. Let me just show you guys on my finger YDK. So this is another one of my favorites. The second to last color is Busted. And this is like a dark brown, but it also almost has sort of like a darker plum undertone to it. That is Busted, and this is the second darkest color in the palette, second only to Blackout. There are, like I said, only a couple darker shades in this palette. So if you're more interested in darker smoky looks, definitely go with the original. But this is Busted, the last shade in the Naked 2, and it is the matte black called Blackout here at the end. I know a lot of people were really excited about this shadow because it is an extremely dark, highly pigmented matte black. I have heard that this is a dupe for Max Carbon. And this is a swatch on my finger. You can see from where I touched it, it's extremely, extremely pigmented. You can see the swatch there in my hand. It's just an absolutely midnight jet black matte, which is just gorgeous. Just to overview these colors in the Naked 2 palette, I would say that I absolutely, honestly love every single color in this palette with the exception of this first color, Foxy, which is the sort of light vanilla matte color. Just because it is not as creamy and pigmented as I would expect an Urban Decay eyeshadow to be, so it was kind of a letdown for me. I much preferred the Virgin highlight in the original Naked palette, which is right here, and you can see that I've hit pan on that. So I would say that really that's the only letdown from the Naked 2, the only one. All the rest of the shadows I was very, very impressed with, very pleased. Like I said, it is a much lighter, cooler toned palette than the original. Let me just show you next to them again. This is the original here on the top. And I know that they're probably just looking completely identical and you're like, what is she even talking about? But I promise in person and on the eyes that this bottom palette, this brand new one, is a lot cooler toned and it just doesn't have as many dark colors. I love like my champagne-y shimmery colors, so this palette has really, really made me happy. I absolutely love it. The packaging is very sleek. And then a bonus one I ordered last week, and I don't know if they're going to carry this on because they did sell out in one day, but I know that they said they're going to have new palettes coming in soon. And I'm not sure if they're going to continue to run this special. I hope that they would because it's a really nice bonus. A Urban Decay Glide On 24/7 little travel size pencil in El Dorado. And you can see it is just a really nice metallic gold. Very pigmented, and you can see it there, which is perfect for the holidays. And I do have that right along my lower lash line and in my waterline, and it just really makes my hazel eyes pop. So loving El Dorado. I really love all the 24/7 pencils in general, so I was happy to get this as a little bonus. Shipping was extremely fast. If you follow me on Twitter and Facebook, you saw that it came in just about one day, which was absolutely shocking. I was very excited to receive it that quickly. My overall opinion of the brand new Naked 2 palette. I personally really, really like it, just because I'm a person that can really sort of pull off both cool and warm tones. That's just how my skin tone and my eyes are. So I absolutely love this. I'm also a person that really loves lighter, shimmerier neutrals. Now, if you're not a big fan of lighter colors, if you're interested in creating darker, smokier eye looks in a palette, I would definitely go with the Naked one. The original is just a classic. This is an absolutely great palette. I know a lot of people ask me, which one do you recommend for their Christmas wish list? Do you think I should get the new one or do you think I should get the old one? And really it is all about preference. I hate to say it, but if you're looking for a darker, warmer palette, go with the first one. If you're looking for a lighter, cooler toned palette, go with the new one. And absolutely, if you want to create smokier looks, go with the first, because it's just a classic. I personally think everyone should have it in their collection, but I definitely think that for this winter, these metallic, lighter, cooler tones are going to be fantastic. So if you have a little bit of extra money, or if you want to add the brand new Naked 2 to your wish list, I highly recommend it. It is a fabulous palette. I'm going to be doing a blog review as well with more extensive pictures, so if you're interested in seeing that, then check out the bentleyblonde.blogspot.com. And also, I have just put up a brand new blog post about the brand new OPI for Nicki Minaj collection, which is fabulous. So definitely go check that out. Subscribe to my blog if you haven't, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.